Now, for the better part of the day, social media has been abuzz with the mobilization by a section of Kenyan Gen Z's TikTokers of crowdfunding to build a TikTok community hospital. This hospital, according to the Gen Zs, will offer free essential services. But the problem question is just what will it take to have such a facility up and running?
In a country still grappling with gaps in public health care, long queues, understaffing, strikes, high out of pocket costs, a new bold idea is going viral online. TikTokers in Kenya are rallying behind a dream to build a free hospital. But can the Gen Zs actually pull this off? This is the story of the TikTok Community Hospital, a campaign born on social media, fueled by frustration, hope, and youthful ambition. Like many digital movements, this one begins with a single story. In rural Nyeri County, a 17-year-old content creator known as Kaluma Boy began posting raw, emotional videos documenting his life as a caregiver of his father, who had suffered a stroke. He showed the strain of medical bills, the absence of care, the heartbreak of system failure. This video struck a nerve that many felt seen. From this post came a rallying cry, hashtag TikTok Community Hospital. The idea that young people across Kenya could pool their voices, networks, and resources to build a hospital that offers free medical care to the public. Suddenly, concept art, AI renderings, catchy images, slogans, and fundraising ideas flooded TikTok, X, and Instagram. The campaign was trending. What exactly is being proposed? The envisioned TikTok Community Hospital isn't a small clinic. It's pitched as an ultra modern full care referral facility offering services for cancer, heart disease, general care, everything a big hospital might provide. Proponents talk of free healthcare bypassing barriers of cost, insurance enrollment, and bureaucracy. The facility could be staffed by top nurses and specialists. Some envision solar power, green design, and cutting edge technology. The campaign aims to raise massive capital for land, construction, equipment. Some posts mention multi billion shillings target. Behind the optimism lies a recognition. The Kenyan government trying to build 70 new hospitals via the KDF, and supporters with state apparatus have not publicly opposed the TikTok hospital idea. In fact, Dennis Itumbi, head of presidential special projects, called the idea brilliant and said it syncs with state ambitions. This isn't happening in a vacuum. The movement comes amid deep frustrations with Kenya's public healthcare system, repeated doctor strikes, medicine shortages, and rising medical costs. Many young people, the Gen Zs, feel disconnected from formal politics but adapt at digital mobilization. The earlier activism over the 2024 finance bill, hashtags like Ruto must go, protest, and decentralized movements showed a new model of civic energy. The hospital campaign signals a shift from protest towards proactive social entrepreneurship and community building. The question, can the idealism match operational realism? The obstacles are enormous, like funding and accountability. Like you all know, raising millions of shillings is one thing, but managing them transparently is another. The campaign is still informal, decentralized, and lacks a clear legal entity. Skeptics warn of mismanagement, lack of oversight, and donor fatigue. Healthcare facilities must comply with strict medical regulations, licensing, standards, oversight from the Kenya Ministry of Health. Getting land, permits, and approval alone could take years. Even if built, hospitals need ongoing funding, staff salaries, maintenance, supplies, utilities. A free hospital must find revenue models, philanthropy, government grants, cost cross subsidies, or even insurance mechanisms. Grassroots initiatives in Kenya often face state scrutiny. Social movements have been criminalized, protesters arrested and charged. This youthful hospital project may attract pushback from co-option. Without central leadership or institutional backing, coordination across regions, procurement, quality control, and scaling may suffer. Still, there are signs that Gen Z's boldness may be more than symbolic. Media reports suggest that early pledges via M-Pesa, TikTok livestream, and crowdfunding mechanisms. In local press, state figures have not dismissed the idea outright and have expressed cautious support. The campaign's virality is a strength. It taps into young Kenyan civic energy, social capital, and international networks. Kenya has seen large community funded infrastructural projects before: roads, schools, and health initiatives. Also, the Shoe for Africa Children's Hospital in Eldoret was built via philanthropy and donations, costing about 2 billion shillings and now serves as a public teaching hospital. If the TikTok project can combine viral energy with strong institutional partners, the NGOs, health agencies, and donors, it could become real and test case. So, what is the success? A functioning hospital offering free, highly subsidized care, accredited, staffed, and maintained sustainably, transparent management, community trust, and measurable health outcomes, ability to replicate the model in other countries. In short, a mission must meet execution. At its heart, this is a bet that a generation resolution with traditional politics can build institutions, not just protest them. The odds are steep. The structural, financial, regulatory, and political barriers are real and formidable. But the audacity of the idea that youth on TikTok can build a hospital reflects a deeper desire to redefine what civic engagement means in Kenya. If this succeeds, it won't be just a hospital. It may be a signal that youth-led digitally enabled social infrastructure is possible. Even if it fails, it will be a powerful experiment, a learning moment. In the months and years ahead, we'll see whether Kenya's TikTok community can turn clicks into bricks, hashtags into healings. Because sometimes the most radical act is building hope, one word, one patient, one life at a time. Thank you for watching.